Have you ever noticed how the little things we tell ourselves every day can shape our entire life? Our thoughts are like seeds. What we nurture grows. Today, I want to share 5 powerful things you should tell yourself every single day. Simple words that can change your mindset, boost your confidence, and help you face life with courage. Because the truth is, the way you talk to yourself matters more than anyone else's opinion. So let's start planting the seeds of positivity and self-belief today. You are capable of more than you think. It is a simple statement, but within it lies a truth that has the power to transform lives, including your own. So often, we underestimate ourselves. We look at our limitations, our past failures, and the obstacles in our path, and we tell ourselves that we are not enough. We compare ourselves to others and feel smaller because someone else seems to be achieving more, moving faster, or succeeding in ways we wish we could. But here's the thing. What we think about ourselves is rarely the full story. Our minds can be deceiving, clouded by self-doubt and fear. The reality is that within each person is an immense reservoir of potential, waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and unleashed. You are capable of more than you think because human potential is not fixed. It is fluid, evolving, and adaptable. We are capable of growth far beyond what we imagine, especially when we push past the boundaries of our comfort zones. Consider for a moment the moments in your life when you accomplished something you once thought was impossible. Perhaps it was completing a challenging project, standing up for yourself in a difficult situation, learning a skill that seemed too complicated, or even just making it through a period of struggle. At the time, you may have doubted yourself. You may have thought, I don't know if I can do this, or this is too hard for me, but somehow against the odds you did it. That alone is proof of your capability. Every achievement, big or small, is evidence that you can rise to challenges. The key is not to focus on the limitations, but to remember the instances when you exceeded them. These are reminders that you are stronger. If you're more resilient and more capable than you give yourself credit for, one of the reasons people underestimate their own capabilities is because of the stories they tell themselves. From a young age, we are conditioned to measure ourselves against expectations, rules, and standards set by others. We are taught what we should be able to do, what is considered normal, and what is realistic. But these narratives are often limiting. They confine our imagination and make us believe that our potential is capped. The truth is that most of the limitations we perceive are self-imposed or borrowed from societal norms. Your real growth happens when we challenge those narratives and rewrite the stories we tell ourselves. You are capable of more than you think when you start questioning the voice that says, you can't, and instead embrace the one that says, what if I could? Fear is another major reason we fail to recognize our own capability. Fear of failure, fear of judgment. If you're fear of the unknown, these fears can paralyze us. We often let fear dictate our choices, avoiding challenges that could lead to growth. But fear is not a measure of your limits. It is a measure of your comfort zone. When you push through fear, you discover abilities you never knew you had. Think about people you admire. If you're people who have accomplished extraordinary things, every single one of them has faced fear. They have faced uncertainty and doubt, yet they chose to act anyway. Their achievements are proof that capability is not about never feeling fear, it's about moving forward in spite of it. You are capable of more than you think because courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act even when fear is present. It's also important to understand that capability is not about perfection. Many people fail to see their own potential because they measure themselves against impossible standards. They think that unless they are the best, unless they never make mistakes, unless they succeed immediately, they are not capable. But this is a false measure. Real capability is about effort, resilience, and persistence. It is about taking consistent action, learning from mistakes, and growing stronger with every challenge. Each failure, setback, or criticism is not evidence of incapability. It is a stepping stone toward mastery and achievement. You are capable of more than you think because your ability to learn, adapt, and improve is limitless. One of the most powerful ways to unlock your capability is to change your mindset. The way you think about yourself shapes your reality. If you believe you are limited, then your actions will reflect that belief. But if you embrace the idea that you are capable of growth and achievement, you open yourself up to opportunities that previously seemed impossible. Growth mindset, as psychologists call it, is the understanding that your abilities are not fixed. They can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset view challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and effort as the path to mastery. By adopting this mindset, you begin to see that your potential is far greater than you imagine. You are capable of more than you think when you shift the way you perceive your own abilities. If you're surrounding yourself with the right environment and people can also amplify your capabilities, we are influenced by the energy, attitudes, and beliefs of those around us. If you spend time with people who doubt themselves, who focus on limitations, or who discourage ambition, it becomes easier to internalize those messages and doubt your own potential. If you're, on the other hand, being around supportive, encouraging, and ambitious people can push you to stretch your limits. Mentors, friends, and role models can provide guidance, motivation. You are a reminder of what is possible. You are capable of more than you think. And sometimes seeing others succeed and being inspired by them is the spark needed to realize your own strength. Another important factor is action. Often, we underestimate ourselves because we don't take the first step. Potential remains dormant without action. Even small steps toward a goal can reveal capabilities we didn't know we had. You may be surprised at what you can achieve once you commit to taking consistent steps, even when the path is uncertain. Action breeds confidence, skill, and resilience. Each attempt, regardless of the outcome, teaches something valuable and brings you closer to realizing your true potential. You are capable of more than you think because ability is unlocked through doing, experimenting, and persisting in the face of challenges. Reflection and self-awareness play a crucial role in recognizing our capabilities. Often, we are so focused on what we cannot do or what we have not achieved that we fail to acknowledge the progress we have already made. Taking time to reflect on your accomplishments. If your strengths and past experiences can reveal patterns of resilience and capability that you might otherwise overlook, journaling, meditating, or even just mentally reviewing your journey can remind you that you have overcome challenges before and can do so again. You are capable of more than you think when you recognize the evidence of your own resilience and past successes. It's also essential to embrace discomfort as a sign of growth. Your growth rarely happens in comfort zones. When you are learning, trying new things, or facing challenges, discomfort is inevitable. Yet, this discomfort is a signal that you are expanding your abilities, testing your limits, and stepping into a higher level of capability. Instead of avoiding discomfort, lean into it, because it is often the path to discovering strength, resilience, and talent you never realized you possessed. You are capable of more than you think because true growth emerges from challenges that push you beyond your familiar boundaries. Your mindset, environment, reflection, action. And willingness to embrace challenges all contribute to the realization of your potential. But there is one more critical element: belief. If your belief in yourself is the foundation upon which everything else rests, without belief, skills, opportunities, and hard work can only take you so far. But when you truly believe that you are capable, you become unstoppable. Belief fuels persistence, inspires creativity, and drives you to keep going even when the road is tough. Every great accomplishment begins with the simple but powerful act of believing that it is possible. You are capable of more than you think because belief is the catalyst that transforms potential into reality. Sometimes, it's helpful to look at human history and see countless examples of people who achieved what seemed impossible. Inventors, artists, athletes, leaders. Ordinary people have all accomplished feats that defied expectations. Many started with nothing but belief in themselves and the willingness to act. These examples serve as reminders that potential is not determined by circumstances, background, or external validation. It is determined by effort, mindset, and perseverance. If others have achieved extraordinary things, it is proof that you too can reach heights you once thought were beyond your grasp. You are capable of more than you think because human potential has no strict limits, and your journey is no exception to this truth. Finally, it is crucial to remember that your capabilities are not always obvious to you in the moment. Sometimes it takes time, experience, and experimentation to realize the depth of your strength, intelligence, and resilience. Be patient with yourself. Trust the process. Give yourself permission to grow, make mistakes, and explore your limits. Celebrate small wins along the way, because each small win is evidence that you are capable of more than you think. With persistence, courage, and belief, your true capabilities will reveal themselves, often in ways you could not have predicted. Every day is a new opportunity to grow. It is a simple truth, yet one that many of us forget in the rush of our daily lives. We wake up, go through routines, face responsibilities, and sometimes let the pressures and distractions of life overshadow the fact that each day is a blank canvas, a chance to learn, improve, and move closer to the person we want to become. Your growth is not something that happens only in big moments or dramatic life changes. It happens in small, consistent actions, in how we respond to challenges, in the decisions we make. And in the mindset we choose to embrace every single morning. Each day brings with it a fresh start, a chance to leave behind yesterday's mistakes, regrets, or doubts, and to step forward with curiosity, courage, and commitment to improvement. The concept of growth begins with perspective. It begins with the understanding that life is not a static experience, but a continuous journey of learning and self-improvement. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that who they are today is who they will always be, or that their abilities and opportunities are fixed. But this is far from the truth. Each day provides a natural reset, a moment where we can make different choices, develop new skills, and expand our understanding of the world and ourselves. Even if yesterday felt like a failure, even if setbacks or disappointments weighed heavily on you, today is unclaimed territory. It is an opportunity to experiment, to grow, and to take steps toward your goals, no matter how small those steps may seem. Growth is closely tied to the choices we make daily. Each decision, no matter how minor, contributes to the development of our character, skills, and mindset. Choosing to learn something new, even for just a few minutes, builds knowledge that compounds over time. Choosing to respond with patience and understanding rather than anger strengthens emotional intelligence. Choosing to take care of your body and mind through exercise, healthy habits, mindfulness nurtures resilience and energy for future challenges. These choices are not always dramatic or immediately rewarding, but they accumulate in ways that shape our future selves. Every day, you have the power to make choices that align with growth. Embracing that power is a key step in unlocking your potential. One of the most important aspects of growth is the willingness to step out of your comfort zone. It is easy to stay within familiar patterns, to repeat the same routines, and to avoid situations that feel risky or uncomfortable. Yet growth rarely occurs in comfort. Every day provides opportunities to challenge yourself, to push boundaries, and to take steps that may initially feel uncertain. This could mean speaking up when it feels intimidating. You're trying a new skill that seems difficult, or confronting fears that have held you back. Even small acts of courage contribute to personal development, building confidence, resilience, and the ability to handle more complex challenges in the future. Recognizing each day as a chance to embrace discomfort as a path to growth is a transformative mindset that allows you to approach life with curiosity and courage rather than fear. Learning is at the heart of growth. Every day there are lessons to be discovered if we pay attention. Life presents opportunities in both triumph and struggle, in joy and in difficulty. Mistakes are not failures, they are feedback, indicators of areas where we can improve and evolve. Challenges are not obstacles, they are tests of our strength, patience, and creativity. By viewing each day as a chance to learn, we transform experiences that might have seemed negative into stepping stones for personal development. The mindset of continuous learning fosters adaptability, resilience, and the ability to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence. Even the simplest experiences can teach something valuable if we are open to reflection and insight. Growth also involves self-awareness and understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, values, and goals. Each day offers moments to reflect, to evaluate our actions, and to identify areas for improvement. Journaling, meditation, or even quiet moments of contemplation can help us become more aware of how we think, feel, and behave. Self-awareness allows us to recognize patterns that may be holding us back, to acknowledge progress we may have overlooked, and to consciously direct our efforts toward meaningful development. With every passing day, we have an opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves, to clarify our intentions, and to make choices that align with our long-term growth and fulfillment. The environment we cultivate also plays a crucial role in daily growth. Surrounding ourselves with positivity, inspiration, and support enhances our ability to learn and evolve. This could mean seeking mentors, engaging with people who challenge us to improve, or immersing ourselves in books, podcasts, or experiences that expand our knowledge and perspective. On the other hand, negative influences, distractions, or toxic relationships can stunt growth if allowed to dominate our focus. Recognizing each day as an opportunity to choose our environment intentionally, what we expose ourselves to, who we spend time with, and what we allow into our minds, empowers us to create conditions that foster continuous development. Another essential element of growth is consistency. While moments of breakthrough or insight are powerful, real growth is the result of small, deliberate actions repeated over time. Each day is an opportunity to practice skills, reinforce habits, and strengthen qualities that contribute to long-term development. This consistency transforms effort into competence, and competence into confidence. Even seemingly minor actions, reading a few pages, practicing a new skill, setting goals for the day, compound over time, creating results that often surpass expectations. By seeing each day as a building block, you're a chance to invest in yourself. You begin to recognize that growth is not always dramatic, but is cumulative, and that every day matters in shaping who you become. Growth is also deeply tied to resilience. Life inevitably brings setbacks, failures, and challenges, yet each day provides a chance to recover, to learn, and to emerge stronger. Viewing challenges not as endpoints, but as opportunities to develop problem-solving skills, perseverance, and inner strength transforms adversity into a catalyst for growth. The key is to approach each day with the mindset that no matter what happened yesterday, today is another chance to move forward, to rebuild, and to improve. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulty. It is about embracing each day as a new opportunity to grow through experience, learning, and effort. If your gratitude plays a subtle but significant role in growth. Recognizing the opportunities, resources, and people in our lives can shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance, from limitation to possibility. Every day offers moments to express gratitude, to appreciate lessons learned, and to acknowledge progress made. This mindset not only enhances mental and emotional well-being, but also encourages openness to new experiences, insights, and learning opportunities. By starting each day with awareness and appreciation for the potential it holds, we cultivate a fertile ground for personal development and growth. Another vital aspect of daily growth is embracing creativity and curiosity. Growth is not only about overcoming obstacles or improving skills, it is also about exploring new ideas. You're experimenting and seeing the world through fresh eyes. Curiosity drives us to ask questions, seek understanding, and challenge assumptions. Creativity allows us to find novel solutions. Innovate and express ourselves in meaningful ways. Each day presents countless opportunities to exercise these faculties through problem-solving, learning, or simply engaging with the world more attentively. By approaching every day as a chance to explore, create, and imagine, we expand the horizons of what is possible for ourselves and for those around us. Growth also involves the development of emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage our own emotions and empathize with the feelings of others. Each day brings interactions, relationships, and experiences that test our patience. Compassion and communication skills, by reflecting on our reactions, seeking to understand others, and responding thoughtfully rather than impulsively, we strengthen our emotional awareness and social skills. Over time, this contributes to more meaningful connections, improved collaboration, and the ability to navigate complex situations with grace. Every day is an opportunity to grow emotionally as well as intellectually, spiritually, and physically. Your time is perhaps the most precious resource we have, and each day reminds us that growth is about how we choose to invest that time. Life does not wait. Opportunities do not pause for anyone. Recognizing each day as a chance to grow encourages intentionality in how we spend our hours, what we prioritize, and the energy we devote to self-improvement. Even small investments, focusing on one skill, dedicating a few minutes to reflection, or choosing a positive mindset. Accumulate and create meaningful transformation over time. Every day is a new opportunity to harness the power of time wisely and purposefully in service of our growth. Your patience is another quality closely linked to growth. Real progress does not always happen overnight, and it is easy to become frustrated when results are slow or setbacks occur. Each day, however, provides the chance to cultivate patience, to trust the process, and to recognize that growth is a journey, not a destination. By focusing on consistent effort, mindful reflection and the lessons learned along the way, we develop endurance, self-discipline, and confidence in our ability to continue evolving. Patience allows us to embrace each day fully, understanding that even small steps contribute meaningfully to long-term growth. Self-compassion is also critical to daily growth. Often, we are our harshest critics, judging ourselves for mistakes, shortcomings, or perceived failures. Each day offers a chance to practice kindness toward ourselves. To acknowledge that growth is not linear, and to embrace the learning process without shame or guilt. Self-compassion fosters resilience, encourages experimentation, and reduces the fear of failure that can hold us back. By treating ourselves with understanding and encouragement each day, we reinforce the mindset that we are capable of growth and worthy of progress, regardless of obstacles or past missteps. Reflection and goal setting enhance the opportunity for growth each day, taking time to evaluate where we are, what we have accomplished, and what we aspire to achieve allows us to act with intention and clarity. Even brief moments of reflection can guide decisions, clarify priorities, and reveal areas where additional effort or learning is needed. Goal setting, whether large or small, provides a roadmap for daily growth. Helping us focus our energy and attention on what matters most. Every day is a chance to revisit goals, adjust strategies, and reaffirm our commitment to becoming better, stronger, and wiser than we were yesterday. Connection with others is another avenue for growth that each day offers. Learning from those around us, sharing experiences, and offering support creates opportunities to expand knowledge, perspective, and emotional depth. Collaboration, mentorship, an active engagement in communities or networks expose us to ideas, skills, and insights that would be impossible to acquire alone. Each day provides countless interactions that can foster understanding, empathy, and mutual growth, reminding us that our development is intertwined with the world around us. Physical and mental well-being are fundamental to growth, and every day presents an opportunity to invest in them. Nourishing our bodies through exercise, rest, and proper nutrition, and caring for our minds through mindfulness, learning, and stress management strengthens our capacity to grow in all areas of life. Growth is holistic, encompassing mind, body, in spirit, and recognizing each day as a chance to nurture ourselves enhances our ability to tackle challenges, seize opportunities, and sustain progress over time. Each day also provides a chance to build resilience through adaptability. Life is unpredictable, full of changes and unexpected events. Growth requires flexibility. If you're the ability to adjust plans and the willingness to embrace uncertainty, by approaching each day with an open mind, readiness to learn, if you're in a mindset that sees change as an opportunity rather than a threat, we strengthen our capacity to thrive in diverse circumstances. Your every day presents a fresh opportunity to practice adaptability and to grow stronger, wiser, and more capable in the face of life's uncertainties. Finally, your inspiration can be found in the smallest details of each day if we remain attentive and open. A conversation, a challenge, a book, or even a quiet moment of reflection can spark insight if your creativity and motivation. By approaching each day with curiosity, attentiveness, and the willingness to learn, we unlock countless opportunities for growth that might otherwise go unnoticed. Every day is an invitation to expand our mind, refine our character, and move closer to realizing our potential in meaningful and impactful ways.